I'm back. Roads Rants for Black and White Sports. Today, let's talk a little bit about Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett. They had the State of the Cowboys address to open camp. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Jason Garrett. And in somewhat of a humorous sort of manner, Jerry Jones answered a question that was posed to him twice about what does Jason Garrett have to do to be retained beyond this coming season into 2020. And both times, Jerry jokingly said that he didn't hear the question and finally said, next question. Uh-oh, Jason Garrett is on the hot seat. And his seat should have been hot a long time ago. I say about 2 seasons ago, maybe. It has been my belief that for quite some time, the Cowboys actually have been held back because of Jason Garrett. As I went back to look at some coaches, just as I was preparing for this video, I realized that Jason Garrett essentially was Marvin Lewis. That's it. Jason Garrett's got 2 more playoff wins versus none for Marvin. But in the last, since 2010 when Garrett came on, Marvin Lewis had 87 wins. Jason Garrett's got 77. Now, Marvin's got 8 more losses than Jason. But something I'd have to point out is Marvin has generally during that time had better defenses, all while putting up 87 wins with Andy Dalton as his quarterback. Now, for a great deal of Jason Garrett's time, he has actually had Tony Romo, right? And I know Romo takes a lot of crap. But the fact is, and a lot of people will say, yeah, but Romo got hurt. That's how he lost his job to Dak, blah, blah, blah. Romo played 16, 16, 15, and 15 games for the Cowboys. Jason Garrett had a quarterback that threw 31, 28, 31 touchdowns 3 years in a row and went 8-8, 8-8, and 8-7. Okay. Now, and Romo threw up one of those seasons. Romo had a hair under 5,000 yards. He had over 4,000 yards another season. His completion percentage was really, really good. 66, 65, 64, 70 in his last season. And they did go 12-3 in that season. My issue is, it is my belief that Jason Garrett may just be a little bit too old school. They need some sort of an innovator in there. Somebody that can draw up plays a la Sean Payton, Andy Reid, Doug Peterson, Sean McVay. One of these coaches, even Jim Harbaugh when he was with the Niners, was notorious for drawing up one of those crazy plays. Okay, he had a couple of them the year they went to the Super Bowl and they beat the Saints in the playoffs. Jason Garrett seems to lack that innovative ability from an offensive-minded coach, okay? He seems to be a little too even keel for me. He doesn't seem like he thinks outside the box enough, or that he takes enough risk, okay? These guys like Peyton and Reed, McVay, they're always pressing the issue, okay? During that time, Ron Rivera has been an NFC champion, okay? With Cam Newton, a quarterback that a lot of people believe is technically about a ranked 15 quarterback, okay? Yeah, he had that one great season, but they went to the Super Bowl in that one great season. Jason Garrett is the epitome of the 500 head coach. The trap that you get locked into when maybe you haven't had enough wins and you feel like we have to keep this coach because we're not losing 12 games. We're at least being competitive. Well, some could argue, that division's not been the greatest up until the Giants got hot twice in the playoffs, won the Super Bowl, and then a very, very good Eagles team, which I believe the Cowboys have no chance of beating in the division. I know my partner in crime, John Matrix, did his NFC picks. He picked the Cowboys. I think there's not a chance. I think the Eagles win 12 to 13 games in that division, and the Cowboys will win in play for a playoff berth. Okay, a wild card playoff berth. And the Eagles are going to get home field. Okay, the Cowboys are going to beat up a lot on the Redskins and the Giants, but I think they're going to get drilled by the Eagles both times. I think that Eagles team is far superior in talent, and I think Doug Peterson is far and away a better head coach than Jason Garrett. I will give Jerry Jones this. He is now fully aware. What he probably should have done 2 seasons ago, maybe he didn't do it because of Dak, and he wanted to keep that solidarity with that young quarterback, but now he has to realize Jason Garrett is a dead man walking. He's on the hot seat. The Cowboys have to have their eye on the next offensive innovator that they can bring in. They can look at Dak and go, look at this guy's skills. What can we do to take this quarterback to the next level? I don't believe you get rid of Dak. I think you sign him. I don't know that I give him top-level money, but I give him 85% of top-level money. Okay? And try to front-load that contract in case you need to get out of it. Jason Garrett is on the clock. You tell me what you think in the comment section about Jason Garrett essentially just being Marvin Lewis 2.0. Peace 'em out. Till next time.